Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. I am jumping on to do a quick little book haul for you guys today. I do have a few books, but I thought I'd just do a little one today and keep the other ones for next Friday possibly. So it's Friday book haul. I'm not really into the gimmicky sort of thing, but I thought I would be a bit gimmicky again and start doing like the Friday book haul and the secondhand Sunday, and now I've got Wednesday what's in the box. But I thought it might be helpful for my subscribers as well as myself to get back into that sort of thing. It's just that some people might just like to watch my hauls or see the books, and that way they'll know what days to look out for that sort of video. So the Wednesday what's in the box will be unboxing of new craft products or collaborations that I do with shops and that sort of thing. Of course, Friday book haul is self-explanatory, as is secondhand Sunday. So yes, today is Friday book haul. Now, I won't be doing those things every week. It'll just be when I have them that I will show them. But it helps give me some sort of order and organisation as well. So I was at the bookshop today. I did raid the recycling, but then afterwards I was checking the books on the shelves and I didn't really find anything. And then I looked at the craft books. Now, I have just recently gotten rid of a whole lot of craft books because I thought I just don't need them. I thought I'd rather just keep ones that I could use to make things for my journals. But I've been watching people on YouTube. So I've been watching Valita's Creative Designs. She's an awesome channel, so I'll link her down below. Go and check her out. And she's been doing a wildflower journal for herself and doing some amazing embroidery and textile pieces for that, which have been really inspiring. And also Sonia Steptoe. She's an amazing lady. She does all sorts of crafting and beautiful journals, but also, again, a lot of textiles and embroidery. Now, I've always wanted to do embroidery, but never really gotten around to it. I have kept some little bits and pieces to try and do some in my journals in the future, but I've been watching them and I went and looked at the craft aisle, and of course I got stuck buying myself a whole lot of craft books, so I blame them for that. So I'll link their channels below. Go and check them out because they're awesome ladies. You've probably heard of Sonia Steptoe before. Yes. So I got this one. Now, this is like your stump work, or it's dimensional embroidery here. I assume that's stump work as well. I have seen, like, I have loved this for years and years. I've seen it and just loved it and thought, oh my God, that must be so hard to do. And then I saw the lovely Sonia do some of this on her channel. And I thought, oh wow, that actually looks really fun and quite easy. So she probably makes it look a lot easier than what it is. But I'd love to give it a go sometime. So I grabbed this. Is that mine? Yes, it is. I won't show you how much I spent on my books today. So I grabbed this book. It looks beautiful. It's by Heel and Pierce, 2002. Yep, Heel and Pierce. Oh, it's got a stitch index, which is great. But I really love botanicals too when it comes to embroidery, so I thought this might be a nice source book. If I never get around to it, then the pictures are always nice to cut out and put in your book. They're beautiful, the daffodils. Not sure if or when I'll ever get around to embroidery, but at least I'll have the books and stuff here if or when I want to. does take a bit of patience, and that's something I'm lacking with my migraines these days, so I'll have to wait till they settle down, I think. Oh, gorgeous poppies. So there was that one. Then I grabbed this book, which is the Big Book of Decorative Painting. I have a few sort of guides on your folk art and that here. It's not something I have done before, but I think it'd be fun to try, and because I keep picking up paints and art supplies from the secondhand shops and that, it'd be good to give it a go. So you get so many ideas out of this sort of book. So I've got all the patterns in the back. Antiquing. So you get so many ideas on techniques and that you can use for other things as well. Applying gold leaf, I could have done with that prior to the project I'm doing. I'll have to read how they go about doing it. Marbleizing. Oh, sponging with doilies. Oh, cheesecloth. Oh, that looks doable. For me, that is. I'm used to seeing the ones they do where they put 2 or 3 colours on the brush. And I think, no, I don't think, I think if I did that, it would just turn into brown mush. So if it's just the one colour on the brush at the time, I might be able to manage. But these actually look really sensible. I'm sorry about the glare. Really sensible to follow. So I'm very happy with this book. And I think if you go out and buy this sort of book new, it's going to cost a mint. So to get them at the price they were at the bookstore, it was definitely worth it. So I thought, why not? We'll just have to find room for them now. This one. I didn't think I'd ever try tatting. I thought, no, I just think it'd be too fiddly for me. But I have some tatting here that I picked up secondhand, and I've used it in my journals, and I love using it in my journals. And I love just using little bits, cutting off little bits and using it. So if I could do it myself and just make little pieces, I'd be very happy. I think I have one of the, I don't know if you call them shuttles that you use. From 1985, this one. Just don't know if I'd ever be able to get things even, but if someone had told me I'd be making journals one day, I would have laughed at them too. If someone told me I would have been doing YouTube videos, I would have laughed even harder. So and again, the diagrams look really good. So we will give that a go. I did look at bobbin lace. There was a book on bobbin lacing. Yeah, one look at that, I was like, nope. That looked way too hard. Oh yeah, they are shuttles. So that looked like a good one. Next there was, this was another one I just shouldn't have got, dolls' houses. I do have a doll's house here that my parents made for my daughter when she was young, and they made some beautiful bits and pieces to put in it as well. And I've always thought that I'd do it up, you know, do it up and pass it on to the grandies, but I don't have grandies as yet and don't know if I will have grandies. So yeah, but you know, I'm finding it really hard to get rid of the doll's house. So, and I really like the thought of doing miniature stuff. I'm just not into it at the moment. But this book looked cool, so it can sit in my library just in case one day I feel like it. My daughter sometimes thinks that she might do some too, so if she ever decides she will, it's here for her. So yeah, it tells you how to make books and clocks, candle holders. A lot of the craft stuff that I had here when I started making journals, I had actually bought with the intentions to make doll's house items, but had never started. So I did have a bit of fabric and some jewellery pieces and that sort of thing. So cute. Now these are a bit big, so I don't know how well you'll see them. So this is floral cross stitch. Now I did discard most of my cross stitch books. Well, not discard, I gave them to the second-hand shops and that, because I'm overdoing big cross stitches. But as I said, I do like the florals, and I do like smaller ones because you can add them to your journals. I've actually started doing this one. This is weird. This isn't the same book though. No, it's just the same pattern. I think there's some smaller ones that I could do. You can just take pieces out of these and just do the pieces. Oh, my daughter wants to do cross stitch too, so I'll probably pass them on to her. This is a nice one. Wouldn't take too long. It's another one, little corner piece. And bookmarks, that sort of thing. Houses. Business card. They're really nice. So yes, I'd like to start doing some of this sort of thing for my journals, but I have to wait till things get a little bit better. And then this one, 2001 cross-stitch designs from Better Homes and Gardens. I think I have another book like this. I think I've passed it on to my daughter already, but I can grab it off of her when I want to use it. I've sort of loaned them to her. But this is sort of one that I am keeping in my library for using in journals, because it does have the little like 2-hour cross stitches. And someone's photo. Oh, well, that's cute. A bit blurry though, but cute. Oh, they're all glossy. It's good, it's got an index too, so if I'm looking up themed bits and pieces. It's got your instructions. Got a picture of it done, so you can see what it looks like done, which is good. Alphabets. Oh, great, farm and forest. That's really cool. Mother Nature. Oh, that's awesome. Got all the berries. This is perfect for what I want. Butterflies and grapes and apples. So this is an awesome book. Your sea life. Australiana stuff. Have your wildflowers, no doubt. Yep. So really, you wouldn't need anything else. This book would be plenty. Christmas. Lavender tones. Is that like colour themed? Flowers of the month. Oh, this is awesome. I'm really, really glad I got this. That's probably my favourite. And then a lovely person who I've met through the Kiwanis, who own the bookstore. They're the mob who raise funds. They're a fundraising organisation. It's the president of the Kiwanis. He's the president, yeah. He, his wife was doing a clean out of her house and came across all of her paper crafting magazines and wanted to get rid of them, and then thought that I might like them. So that was lovely of her to think of me. So I have 2 big, massive shopping bags, chock-a-block full of card making and scrapbooking and paper crafting magazines. Now, funny thing is that I had a box or 2 of these that I've just harvested to get the numbers down. So now I've got another box or 2 of them. But these are so cool because you can go through and get ideas on techniques. Those who've been following me for a while would know that when I started on YouTube, I basically started my paper crafting journey. I have no idea. I still have not much idea. Yeah, so I don't really know many of the techniques, and that's I'm still learning a lot of them. So what I do is go through and grab out any of the techniques that I want to try. And I just pull the pages out, and I've got some folders here that I put them in. And I also go through and see if there are any little ideas that I think might look good in journals that I could try, even if they're not the type of thing I like. I might think, well, I've got this dye. This would look good in this colour. If I do something different with it, I can put it in a journal. It'll look cool, so I might like to try that. So I'll cut it out and stick it in a folder as well. So that's what I do. And then oftentimes you get your beautiful papers, or there might be a picture I can use for my collaging or something. So I go through and raid them for the bits that I want. Because if you've looked in these magazines, you'd know that most of it is advertising. So there's a lot that I can get rid of. So also another good reason to look through them is if you're like me, I get a lot of stamps and embossing folders and that sort of thing secondhand. Oftentimes I'll find a magazine that has those stamps and how to use them in there. So yeah, it's worthwhile going through and having a look. So I'll be going through and harvesting these. So one day I'm thinking I should maybe when I do start harvesting them, I should probably start doing a series and maybe pick out some bits and pieces and do them with you guys. And we can learn together. Or if I find something that's sort of an inspiration, I might like to try doing it in my way, and you might look at it and think of a way that you might like to do it along, and we can craft along together and do it. So see, I'm sure I've seen people make some of these before even. So yes, he did say that there are a whole lot of pretty papers and that in them as well. So I'm not sure how many different types of magazines are in there. I just grabbed a few off the top to have a look at. So There's some really nice ideas here actually. The other thing is I have a lot of like dies and punches and that I really am not sure how to use them effectively in that, and this just gives great ideas on how to go about using these things. Because yes, it's all still quite new to me, which sounds funny considering I've been doing this for like 4, nearly 5 years now. Still find so much of it really new. So that is it for my Friday book haul. Lots of goodies. As I said, I did pick up a whole lot of junk stuff as well, but I will probably show that hopefully next Friday if I can get my stuff together. I've been very busy with projects lately. Yeah, struggling a bit with the migraines still, so that's going to be an issue, no doubt, for a while yet. I'm hoping it eases sometime. But it just means that it's hard for me to do lots of videos. Sometimes I can do a whole lot and sometimes I can't, so I try to add some different videos here and there when I can. Otherwise, I'm just really enjoying doing the design team stuff because it takes my mind off of stuff and gives me something positive to focus on. So yeah, thanks to everyone who sticks around and supports me and crafts along with me. I really appreciate that. So take care of yourselves, be good, and I will see you again soon. Bye.